There's mounting pressure from within the United Kingdom to cancel an invite to Donald Trump for a state visit. One of those voices today, the mayor of London, who says President Trump has used Twitter to promote a vile extremist group that exists solely to sow division and hatred in our country. It's increasingly clear that any official visit from President Trump to Britain would not be welcomed. Now, the mayor was referring to these tweets here that Donald Trump retweeted. They're anti-Muslim, and they're from an extreme right group called Britain First. The Prime Minister of Britain has already condemned the promotion of these tweets by the president. Of course, Donald Trump fought back on Twitter directly to Theresa May, saying, Theresa May, don't focus on me, focus on the destructive radical Islamic terrorism that is taking place within the United Kingdom. We are doing just fine. But there's a problem. That Theresa May is not actually the Prime Minister of the UK. That Theresa May is a 41-year-old mother from the UK. Before this mess, she had 6 followers. Now she's demanding an apology from Donald Trump for being dragged into this political hot potato.
The fact that we work together does not mean that we're afraid to say when we think the United States have got it wrong, and to be very clear with them. And I'm very clear that retweeting from Britain First was the wrong thing to do.
The president ended up directing his tweet to the right Theresa May, the British Prime Minister today doubling down on her criticism of the president and his latest Twitter tactics during an official visit to Jordan. May has tried to cultivate a close relationship with Trump, visiting him in Washington just days after his inauguration. But that relationship increasingly strained these days.
Urgent question, Stephen Doughty. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. To ask the Home Secretary, she'll make a statement on the activities of Britain First, online hate speech and the sharing of inflammatory content online by the President of the United States, Donald Trump.
Trump's Twitter storm also triggering a backlash within Britain's political establishment. The Home Secretary today urging lawmakers to look at the bigger picture when it comes to security and intelligence cooperation with the U.S., but also acknowledging Trump's behavior was not okay.
We have been clear. President Donald Trump was wrong to retweet videos posted by far-right group Britain First.
Do you want Rex Tillerson on the job, Mr. President? He's here. Do you want him to stay in his...
He's here. Rex is here.
Meanwhile, in Washington, the vague response from the president today over whether he will oust U.S. Secretary of State Rex Tillerson. Rumors are swirling in Washington that Tillerson is on his way out. The former ExxonMobil chief executive has increasingly been at odds with the president over North Korea and under fire for his planned cuts at the State Department. U.S. Ambassador to the UN Nikki Haley and CIA Director Mike Pompeo both rumored as possible replacements. The White House today refusing to directly answer whether Tillerson's days are numbered.
When the president loses confidence in someone, they will no longer serve in the capacity that they're in. The president was here today with the Secretary of State. They engaged in a foreign leader visit and are continuing to work together to close out what we've seen to be an incredible year.